Alright, YouTube, Brody here. Give you a little background, a little direction of where the channel is going to be headed. I plan on doing a destruction test of one of Frank Gonzalez's knives by hand. We've got a Frank Bowie ordered. This is the Frank Defender Bowie. I'm not going to use this one. But I got the Frank Bowie, which is similar to this. And yeah, I said Bowie, not Bowie. I'm not one of you mall ninja clowns that mock everybody and copy everybody what they're saying. I'm going to say it the same way. I'm going to chop wood and baton things like everybody else. Bunch of mall ninja fake ass mother whatever. But anyway, this is the Defender Bowie, and this is an exposed tang on this. The Frank Bowie doesn't have an exposed tang. It just comes down to all wood handle. I'm going to do a destruction test on that. I'm going to try to come up with some things that haven't been done before. Because quite frankly, all these other videos don't impress me. These guys going out and chopping 2x4 in their backyard or chopping some 4x4 post somewhere. Oh, wow, impressive. You know, I can't figure anywhere where that would come in as some survival skill. Especially batoning. I don't find that a survival skill. Your people back in the old West in the frontier days did not baton wood. They survived fine. I've been in the woods all my life. I grew up in the dead end dirt road in the mountains in Pennsylvania. My nearest neighbor was a quarter mile off. There was nothing around me but surrounded by woods. I had nothing to do all day long as a teen but go out into the woods. And I carried my knife, and never once did I get in a survival situation where I had to baton wood. That is some mall ninja YouTube horse shit that's been started. I've never seen such dumb shit in my life. But, you know, and this destruction, there's a lot of knives I see in some of these channels. It's like, why? What's the point of this? You know, I don't get it. But apparently that's what sells on these videos, that people want to see shit tore up, you know. You're looking to go out and survive and you're going to do all this shit, get you an axe or a hatchet. Stop playing games. You're not going to, I don't see you being stuck in a survival situation where you're going to need to chop a big log in half or split it in half. Throw the fucking whole thing on the fire. It will burn. You don't need to split it. Yeah, I can see making a feather stick or other kindling or something like that, but you know, you can find dry wood in a lot of places too, like at the base of trees or overhanging rocks. There is possible to find all this stuff. All this stuff that you see on YouTube is a bunch of people seeing somebody else do something on there. Oh, that looks cool. I'm going to do it too. Oh, yeah, that's fact because so-and-so did it, and that's the way it is, and that's just factual. You know what? Those are opinions and feelings of these people doing this shit. These are no experts. I've rarely run across an actual real expert on YouTube. These guys are self-proclaimed experts, or because their click follows them, that makes them an expert. You know, the blind lead the blind. Masses rhymes with asses for a reason, all right? I don't follow the masses, but there's going to be a destruction video done, since that's what sells. Like I said, I'm going to try to come up with some different ideas on how to, you know, test these knives instead of doing the same old typical bullshit. If the knife does survive, I may even do a giveaway on the knife to somebody that wants to have a knives by hand, handmade knife. I know for a fact that Frank Gonzalez's knives have been tested in destruction tests and pretty much were indestructible, couldn't even be broken. So I'm going to expect the video to kind of go that direction. And I believe the knife I'll be testing will be 5160, which usually his knives I usually get from him are usually 5160 or 52-100 ball bearing steel. Yeah, I don't see too much 1095 or any of that stuff, but you know, when we get in to start talking steel, we'll get the knife snobs again. Your mall ninja crap. They'll be in there talking about, oh, that steel ain't no good. You need D2. It'll be some kind of horse shit. It always is. I just can't stand the shit anymore. But that's the way it goes, I guess. But it'll be 1090 or 5160 steel, spring steel, and I will come up with ideas on how to test this thing. and just beat the piss out of it. I'm going to pry with it. I'm going to test the tip for strength, or really test the tip for strength, because it is a real knife. I expect it to handle it. Um, and let's see, I do have intentions of doing some other stuff that nobody's doing, like maybe cutting up some movie monsters, some made from ballistic gel, and like to have the actual be kind of like, alive, like you get the blood and everything out of it. Gonna have somebody that's basically a special effects expert do this stuff for me, and then we'll just destroy it on camera and give you an idea what these knives really can do instead of this fantasy land where all these people live in on YouTube. So anyway, while we're here, I guess I'll look at this again, but this is the Frank Gonzalez Defender knife. And this is a over a quarter inch at the thickest place, and it tapers down through the spine here. This knife is 15.5 inches long, and I believe the blade is 9.5. Let me measure this thing here for you. That's basically the same size of the knife that's coming. So that's about 9.5 almost. Knife is 15 overall, roughly. So we will test this out and see what it's like. Of course, this sheath has the option of carrying it this way, or your belt through here for side carry. And it's even got a hook on here. You can make this thing into a dangler, or dangler as they call them. Swivel sheath, swing sheath. So, alright, just want to give you that for a channel update and tell you what to expect and what's coming. I'm going to get serious about knife videos again. I guess I kind of miss doing them. And since I have so many knives, I might as well do some cool knife stuff. So, and I'm considering going live too. I can go live on here and talk to you guys, and while I'm on here, we can discuss knives. You can throw questions at me, and I would be glad to pull knives out of my collection if you bring up a knife and I happen to have it here, and we'll be glad to get it out and talk about it and show it to you. So, alright, I'm going to get off here. You heard enough of me ranting. Apologize for it, but that's just how I feel. So, alright, I'm gone. You too. I'll see you guys later.